All right, let's do it. CJ, your word is Flayer. Good luck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I thought it was the Mind Flayer for some reason until I Googled that. Yeah. And I just thought it was like one word, like Mind Flayer. And I was just like, I don't know what that is. Apparently it's a monster. But no, it's Mind Flayer. As in they're like, he's slicing their minds up.
He's got a bunch of pins and stuff on him.
Oh, Flayer. Yeah, Flayer.
Yeah, a bunch of Flayer. Hold on 1 second. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
This is a show where we talk over TV shows and movies. And this week we are talking about Stranger Things. But don't worry. Yeah, I've only seen, I guess I've seen a lot overall, but from the new season, I've only seen episode 1. So we will not go beyond that. Just upfront about that.
Yeah.
So what little we will spoil, there are many more episodes in the season, so you'll be okay. I think CJ,
take a deep breath, listener.
Right?
Yes, probably. Well, by the time this comes out, the rest of the season will have been released. But at the time of the recording, that has not happened yet. But yes, I'm all caught up for the first half.
Okay, cool.
Why do you think they did it that way? To build suspense?
I don't know. I mean, Netflix has been doing this kind of often now with like Ozarks. I don't know if you watch that. I don't. But I know that they split that up as well for some reason. And it's only like a month or two in between part 1 and part 2. You know they have it all ready to go. It's not like they need more time.
Yeah, they're not like finishing editing it in the month span before the second half comes out. My only theory was like to build up publicity again.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Because, I mean, these are Ozarks and Stranger Things are like two of the biggest reasons people probably subscribe to Netflix to get like those big exclusive things. So
exclusives.
They have to subscribe for multiple months now, right? As opposed to just knock it all out in a weekend.
I didn't think about that they literally have waited to a second month so that they can charge, that's a good call, yeah.
And so then they probably forget, I'm auto-subscribed to Netflix now. I guess I'll I have it.
Yeah.
So that's got to be it, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's like a smart call, yeah. Yeah, it's all about them Benjamins.
I guess so. But it's been 3 years since we've had a season of Stranger Things. Can you believe that? I mean, it definitely feels like it. I didn't remember anything from the previous seasons. Meg and I had to watch a 20-minute recap YouTube video about it.
Yeah. I was banking on Netflix does a usually good job of recapping things for you. Like when you start the new season, it just includes like a previously on. But they didn't do one for this one. And yeah, I was like, I won't go into it, but some person showed up and I'm like, wait, do we know who that is? I don't remember who that guy is.
They did do a recap, or at least when we watched, they showed something. But it was like 1 minute recap, which does not do justice to what has happened.
Yeah, I was legitimately lost when a prominent, I think, figure in the show pops up again. I think is supposed to be a good moment, and I'm like, I don't remember who that person is.
Was that in the first episode?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I probably am not going to recognize them immediately either. Even though I watched the recap, it's like, well, I still don't really remember this, but okay.
I guess at this point, I finished the first half, so I could just go on like a Stranger Things Wikipedia and like find out
at this
who that
point,
person is.
Yeah, because there's nothing to spoil at this point. Although I thought, so we are recording this, I mean, we can just say it's Saturday, June 2nd. This is coming out later this week. But I thought on Friday was when they released the new episode. So it might be out now, so you might be in danger of spoilers.
Gotcha. This is a show where, we wanted to watch it because we knew it would probably get spoiled. We kind of like binged it because we were worried.
Yeah, we were in the middle of another show, which is the only reason why we didn't jump right in, because we're usually of the same mind. This end, I mean, you probably don't watch Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan is the other one we wanted to watch and still haven't yet because there's only so much time for TV.
Too much content, baby.
Yeah.
I do want to watch Obi-Wan. I just finished Book of Boba Fett
nice.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm excited for Obi-Wan as well, but that'll be another episode.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll get around to that one.
So what we can talk about, I think, so far, and we'll try to avoid as many spoilers or plot points, but this picks up, I think they said only like 100 and, I don't know, like 50 days after season 3 ended.
Gotcha.
Because 11, or Judy, is writing to, what's that kid, the other kid? Not
Mike?
Will, Mike. Writing to Mike, and she says it's day 130 something or whatever. So, and they're all still in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and of course they look years different.
Yes.
Mike is full grown at this point, basically.
Yes. Some actors have definitely hit their growth spurt since the last season, which is interesting. Yeah. That they still have to make them look like kids, but it's like, oh no, you have grown.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely been more than that time, but that's okay. Like, we can play pretend.
Yeah.
At least it's not picking up like a month after like all the other seasons did. I think there was only like a month or two in between, quote unquote, the seasons.
Right. Would you just be exhausted if you were those kids and you're like, again, I got to deal with another thing? Like,
can I have like a little bit of a break?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I guess
why is it always us?
Yeah.
Why is it just us?
Well, here we go, gang. We got to save the world again. Yeah. Won't get into spoilers. Don't worry, listeners. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Relax the shoulders.
I only kind of know what's going on. And, so one of the things I think we can talk about is, without going into too much detail, this season is heavily inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if you picked up on that, or if they go even to more obvious things.
They reference it at one point.
Do they?
They reference, Freddy Krueger, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, people, I don't know if they're sleeping or not, but bad things happen when people either go to sleep or I don't know what. Again, not that far, but
you'll see.
Yeah, the big bad kind of feels like Freddy Krueger. So, except less clothes.
Yeah, he's a naked dude. Which, interesting choice.
Now, earlier on, you were off air. You were mentioning the Mind Flayer. Is that who you were talking about, or was that in a previous season?
That's the previous season. That's season 2. The big.
Is that the guy with the big,
guy.
the one with like the face that opens up? Is that the Mind
yeah,
Flayer?
the big. He looks kind of like a big spider. Or like he's got all the legs.
Oh, the big guy.
The
guy
big
who's like
guy
looming
in the
over
mall.
the town. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, in the previous season, and then he's I guess smaller, but is building up to that in season 3. Okay. Yeah, he was consuming people and like getting bigger because of that, and that was pretty dope. And then, and this is just for my benefit, didn't a little bit of him get in 11's leg, and then she ripped it out, and then after that, she no longer had her powers, I think.
Is that what I don't remember how she doesn't have her powers anymore. I thought it was just because she used them so hard last season. Just
you burnt it out.
Oh, they're gone now.
The recap we watched led us to believe that this was the case, but I don't know for real.
I figured it just had to do with them trying to close the gate, and because she was like, using all her energy and stuff.
That's kind of what I remembered too, or at least the interpretation I took away. So maybe it's not explicit.
I just figured that was their way of like depleting her powers. She had to use all of them up to close the gate. But yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy how big Stranger Things still is, even to this day. Like, how long has Stranger Things been around? It's been like a long time, right? It's got to be 7 or 8 years.
Probably, yeah. 2016. Wow, that is a while.
Okay. 2016. Well, that's only 6 years.
Yeah.
So they must have done like back-to-back seasons for the first 3.
I think so.
And then just took a giant break.
Yeah. Pandemic break,
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Like the first season was such a smash hit that they were probably like, go, create more. Go. Like, we got to use this momentum, keep making more seasons.
Well, which is good, right? Because those kids are aging fast, and now you can see the consequences of waiting, unfortunately. But
it's good. This is we were talking on the Cheaper by the Dozen episode, that this is for sure a much spookier episode. They've all been kind of scary, right? There's a big unknown villain that we don't really understand how it works, but have to figure that out along with the characters throughout the season. But this one I think is like even more spooky.
It's horrific. Like at the end of episode 1, and I won't go into much detail, but there is a moment that is hard horror.
Yes.
Like probably the scariest thing that has been in any part of Stranger Things so far. Like explicit, hard, like scariness. It's good.
Yeah. This is the one season where I start to wonder if people will drop off of it a little bit. If this has hit the threshold. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, so you're usually kind of, a little bit of a baby when it comes to,
a little coward boy, scaredy cat.
When it comes to horror, did that turn you off when like moments like that? I'm sure there's more moments like that throughout the season. Does that kind of make you feel like, do I really want to watch this?
It was definitely, I hit a point where first of all, the episodes are movies. These are movie length episodes. They are an hour and a half.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
Yeah. The runtime for the first episode, I think, is an hour and a half or something like that.
It was very long. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that doesn't really change. Most of the episodes are a solid hour, if not longer. It's emotionally taxing. Like we were, like I said, we were trying to binge it. There were some nights where we would get through 2 episodes. I think that I lasted a couple nights of that, and then after that, I was like, "No, I can only handle one of these at a time. This is like too much."
A little break.
Especially if it was sort of the end of the night show of like, okay, I know after we watch this episode, I'm going to start to get ready for bed. I don't want to end on this note. I need to watch I'm going to go look up some food thing on YouTube to just ease my mind a little bit because this is
you don't want to be
too intense.
The last thing you saw before you go to sleep, right? You're going to have nightmares.
I don't want the Mind Flayer visiting me in my sleep.
There you go. Yeah.
Or else I will end up.
Wow, that was really good. That was good.
Thank you.
Dang.
I forgot I added that forever ago.
I was going to say, did you have that prepared? Because I'm the one who brought this up. Damn.
I added that on 10 episodes ago and never used it. I don't remember why.
Perfect.
But yeah, so best of luck if you're trying to binge it, because again, the runtimes are so long. They are legitimate movies. And then, it is just you get done and you're just like, oof, this is a lot to take in.
Well, so that was the other thing, right? I've heard a little bit about the season, and I knew the episode. I mean, typical Netflix shows are almost pretty close to a full hour nowadays. But the fact that they have been going over that is crazy. But the way they split up this season too into 2 parts. The first part has how many episodes? Do you know? Is it 7?
I think it's 7.
Okay,
7.
Okay, 6 or 7, and then part 2 is just 2 episodes.
I did not know that until just now.
Yeah, it's 2 episodes, but each episode I think is an hour and a half, like the max amount of time that you can consider in an episode.
Yes, episode 8 is an hour 25. Episode 9 is 2 hours and 19 minutes.
What? Okay, so I feel less cheated by the fact that it's 2 episodes, but 2 hours and 19 minutes, holy shit. That's a too long movie.
That's what I'm saying. These episodes are hours long. Episode 2 of this season is an hour 17.
Wow.
Episode 3, an hour. Episode 4, an hour 18. Episode 5, an hour 16. These are these are little movies each time, and they feel like it too. Like enough happens where you're like, I just kind of watched a mini movie.
Wow. I'm not complaining. I love this.
Yeah, it's really good.
If it's leaning into the horror aspects, I'm very excited. But that's a lot. Still, yes. I can see people again getting turned off by that.
Yeah. It worked out for us. Emily and I recently went to San Diego, and so we made a plan of we're going to obviously sit next to each other on the airplane and watch this on our iPads, but press play at the same time. So we're sync watching it. And I was we have a 4-hour flight. That's easily 2 episodes of the show.
Just 2 episodes though.
Yeah. But so we finished up season 1, I think, on the flight there or something like that, because we had so much time to kill.
Nice.
But it's intense. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Wow.
I don't know of many other shows that I would give this much time and effort towards.
I mean, this is like we said, this is Netflix's big money maker, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of a bigger Netflix show for
I thought Netflix. I read saw something somewhere that this is the biggest, most watched show on Netflix ever.
Wow.
I think.
But, I mean, it makes sense, right? It probably hits most age groups. I mean, it probably can't go that young now, but I mean, yeah, it's centered around kids, right? So younger people can probably watch it and hopefully not get way too scared. But and then obviously older audiences too, because we're old boys and we like it. So
it was the biggest premiere weekend ever for an English language TV show on Netflix, with 286.79 million hours viewed.
For season 4?
Yes, just for season 4.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was the first season to reach number 1 in 83 countries on the Netflix top 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
Breaking records, yeah. It's nuts.
What's the I don't think we've talked about this on the show, but what was that foreign language one? Squid Game. I know that's the most watched foreign language one on Netflix. And then they forced them into making a second season, even though the creator didn't intend on ever doing that. But they're like,
really?
This is making way too much money, so you please absolutely make this.
That's another one. I do really want to watch it. I think I would like it, but it also seems like, ooh, that's going to be intense. Like, I'm going to have to be in the right mindset to sit down and watch that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely intense. I really enjoyed it, but I mean, that could just because that's kind of what I like. I don't know if people have told you this before, but I think that's definitely one to watch with subtitles. Because I've spoken to multiple people who've told me they watched dubbed and they did not like it. So, but I don't know.
Dubbed tends to be worse.
Yeah, but there's some stuff I like watching dubbed. You watched, not to go too far on this other Netflix shows train, but you watched Dark, right?
Yes, I technically still have, I think, 2 episodes left to finish it.
Oh, no!
Because that is another show where I'm like, I can't watch more than one of these at a time. This is, especially the last season, oh my God, it gets darker and darker. No pun intended, but
But did you watch that subbed or dubbed?
That one I do watch subtitles, yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We watched it dubbed, and, I think the content alone stood out on the bad dubbing, but the creators of that are making a new show that's coming out soon. I think it's called 1880 something or something. I don't remember exactly what, but it's something like that. It's just a number.
Oh, cool.
And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I'd check that out.
I'm sure it won't get as many views as Stranger Things, though.
No, probably not. I do gotta finish Dark. I really like it, but it just gets more and more intense and harder to watch.
Do you remember all the? I mean, that's such a complex show.
It is. I definitely have used their website to refresh myself where, I love their website where you tell it what episode you're at. And then so that way it is spoiler free, recap. Yeah.
So listeners who are unaware of the show, we won't even spoil what the theme of the show is or anything like that. But there is a very complex family tree.
Yes.
And they've got a great website so that it's spoiler free, and you go through and you can say what episode you're on, and it shows you the family tree for what you know about things at that point. And it's so helpful because that is the biggest thing about the show is understanding all of the very complex relationships between these people.
Yeah. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
I know you recommended it to me forever ago, and then I finally got around to watching it a couple years ago.
It's so good. I would definitely rewatch that at some point.
I don't think I could do it. It's too emotionally taxing. I don't think I could handle it.
It's too much new TV though. I'll probably never get to it.
Yeah.
So CJ, I see our little phone is ringing.
Oh, are they calling in? Yeah. So I had a guest lined up for this episode.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind.
It was just us. So I'm definitely happy to have a third on.
Okay, it's actually we've been talking about them on this episode. Hopefully they haven't heard that part of it. But we have the Mind Flayer is on the show.
Didn't they die? Well, I guess I can ask them. Hold on.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me.
Hey, Mr. Mind Flayer?
That's right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Big fan of the show. You actually had my cousin on, Beelzebub.
Oh, your cousins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Beelzebub. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
didn't you guys you sound very similar, so that makes sense.
Yeah, we are related, so that makes sense.
Okay. All right, checks out.
Yeah, Mind Flayer, thanks so much for coming on the show. I mean, we just wanted to get to know you more. Like, what is your process, I guess, for the show?
I love this question. Thank you so much for asking. If you had done any research ahead of time, you would know that I'm very method.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you kind of really hone your craft and stay in character.
Yeah, that's right. I take it seriously. Even though I had no lines in season 3, you might remember.
I was going to say, I remember looking through the credits in season 3, and you were uncredited. So, what's up with that?
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers and I go way back. It was kind of a favor.
Okay. But they
didn't take a pay cut.
Yeah, I'm going to guess nothing? Is that right?
I got crafty, so there was some good food outside and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of just to get to hang out for the day, something new.
Okay, that's cool. So you're just playing a character on the show then? You're not actually the Mind Flayer?
I mean, some might call it that. I still argue that I am acting. It's not much of a stretch because I am the Mind Flayer, I still try to give it my all.
It sure looked like you took a lot from the people in that season as well. Weren't you literally absorbing people? How did they do that? Was that CGI or was that real?
My lawyers have asked that I not go into too much detail about that.
I see. Huh. Okay.
But, Crafty did a lot, but I'm still kind of a big guy. I'll admit, so I get a little hungry from time to time.
Yeah, that seems dangerous to have you around on set. I don't know if you're in season 4. I'm pretty sure you died at the end of season 3, so I would.
Maybe not.
Boy.
No spoilers.
Okay. Yeah, I would surprise it if they brought you back for season 4 after you may or may not have consumed other actors. But CJ, do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for the rest of the audience. I'm sure you've signed some sort of NDA too. We don't want to get you in any legal trouble. You're doing us a favor by coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I'll stop probing. Well, you called in. Did you have anything you want to kind of share?
Just thought I'd like to talk about more about the process and who's pulling pranks on set.
Oh, who was pulling pranks on set?
Well, George Clooney did stop by for a day, so I was
what? Why was George Clooney there?
I was just a big fan of the show, like everybody else, like the rest of them.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's actually plausible. Okay.
I mean, if you were George Clooney, would you not stop by the set for 30 minutes?
I guess I would. I thought he was busy with his coffee or whatever. What kind of pranks did he pull?
I actually signed an NDA for that.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So, what can you tell us? I guess maybe let's start there.
Well, I can tell you that the rest of season 4 is out now, and people should check that out.
Okay, great.
I also like long walks on the beach. I'm a big reader.
Yeah, I know.
Some audiobooks.
Okay. Are you looking for a date right now? Who would you want to date?
I am single and ready to mingle. Thank you so much for asking.
Okay.
My potential significant other obviously has to have a thing for bigger guys. I kind of take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
They also should enjoy long walks on the beach. I like to get outside, some fresh air. I feel pretty cramped indoors, so I'm a big outdoors guy.
I would think a long walk on the beach would be difficult for you because isn't just 2 steps and you're off the beach now? Or?
I do have to find really long beaches. Yeah, that's a good point.
Huh.
It's mostly I just walk up and down the coast, out of a country. It takes me an hour or so.
Okay, we'll call that a beach. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's coastal. There's some beach, I guess. Yeah, some rocks, but along the ocean. Get that fresh salt water.
I guess I need to ask because you're not human by any regard. What species are you seeking out?
Oh boy, I mean, it would be hard to say in your language, so I'm not really sure the translation. English is actually my second language.
I can almost guarantee that this person is not listening to this podcast, but,
I don't know, you have a large fan base.
You keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah, I know, I'm on the apps too, I'm giving that a shot.
Wow. Okay.
I guess a question for you guys, do you have any advice? What fun fact should I be including on my dating profile?
Maybe that you've given up consuming people whole. Maybe like no longer flaying mines or.
What if I have not done that though?
Well, I guess I would just leave all of that off your profile.
Okay, perfect. I've already done that.
Okay, good.
Check.
All right. I would even suggest maybe not using your own picture.
Okay. So deceiving them. I guess I could mention I'm an actor in a well-known show. I do have that credit.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. CJ, what do you got for him?
I don't know. This is a tough one. This is something I obviously I was on the apps a long time ago at this point, but very successful for me. Not to rub it in. Sorry.
Yeah,
wow. Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Don't hurt me, please.
I'm pretty sure this guy's gotten 0 matches so far, but anyway.
I mean, yeah. Like, what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time, Ken? Or share?
No, see,
what are some of your hobbies? No,
because he's gonna talk about flying mines and stuff. That's not good.
Yeah,
it's kind of his whole deal, I think.
It's what they call me, so.
God.
I have gotten into cooking over the pandemic. Not a lot to do.
Really?
Cooking. Okay.
You usually just consume whole, so I'm surprised you would take the time.
Yeah, well, my knife skills have gotten pretty good, so I like to dice up my meal now beforehand.
Really? You don't strike me as the most dexterous being, but okay.
Huh. Well, it's easier for me because I can just kind of shape my arm into a knife type device.
Oh, okay.
So, saving money on cookware don't need any of that.
Could you not? No, I was going to suggest, could you not just shape yourself into an extra Mind Flayer and just maybe go that route for dating?
Oh, okay. Dating myself. That is kind of what my therapist has suggested, but I don't know in words.
That's good.
Kind of figure out what I want from this. All right. Well, you guys have given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna go meet up with Beelzebub for lunch, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh no, Ken. Uh-oh.
Must consume.
Mind Flayer, get out of Ken. You're not allowed in here. We asked you on as a favor. Get out of here. Oh, there.
Oh, I'm good. I think he hung up.
They're gone. Yep.
Okay, good. All right.
He poofed away.
That
was fun. Wish him the best of luck. It's rough out there. So I hear.
I really hope he's not back in season 4. But
we'll see. What about ratings?
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the whole season. I'll rate episode 1. How about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. Ratings. For me, I guess I'll do overall up to this point. I know I liked Stranger Things, but again, I don't really remember it all. 8 or 9? I don't know. 8.5?
Which one?
8.5.
8.5,
and then
really?
This episode, 9. I like that it's going hard on the horror.
It is going hard for sure.
I know in the past there's been some bullshittery around how unbelievable some of these scenarios that have been put into. Especially, I think, season 3, where there was a Russian bunker under a mall. I don't know. That was a little much, but so far, I'm liking it. And I like that they split people up, and it feels like newer scenarios than rehashing shit's happening in Hawkins again.
Yeah. So and they're expanding the cast more and more.
Yeah. How about you, Siege?
For me, I will also say a 9.
Wow.
I like this show. I'm going to keep watching it. Excited to watch the 10-hour season finale.
Yeah.
Going to bunker down and knock that out in a night. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Binge it. God, 3 hours. Oof. 3.5, I think. It's a lot.
Yeah, it would be 3.5.
You're asking a lot of the audience, Stranger Things people, but I guess I will comply.
No, it'll be more than that. It'll be it'll be over 4, right?
It's episode 8 is an hour and a half, and episode 9 is 2 hours 19. Yeah. So just under 4 hours.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'll get to that
I kind of
eventually.
get it. It's like the Harry Potter ending. They like split the last thing into 2 movies.
But there's
It's
still
intense.
another season after this,
Ooh.
which will come out in 5 years. So
Yep.
tune back in for that
Can't wait.
when that comes out. All right, cool. Well, what do we got, Sage?
You can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Call or text us USA Cat 1591. Call in like the Mind Flayer did. Leave us a message. Email us overtalkingpod@gmail.com. Go to overtalkingpod.party.
Oh no, they're here. The Overtalking Overlords feel threatened by a similar sounding creature being on the show, so they have arrived.
This is the first time I've seen them scared about somebody else. This is
I don't know if they're
interesting.
scared.
Dynamic.
They just seem pissed. They just
like-
seem like, what the hell?
Do you think they want to be guests more? Is that why they're like jealous that we're bringing on Beelzebub and the Mind Flayer and things like that?
They're shaking their head, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay, well,
we'll keep that in mind. Maybe a future episode.
yeah. Anyway, they show up at the end of every episode. Remind me to remind you, if you like the show, please go on iTunes and rate and special review. Reviews would help people find this podcast. Also, we spend no money on advertising, so if you like the show, please tell a friend and spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And they're gone. And as we always say,
Bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was edited and produced by Ken and CJ. Music by Justin Peters. Logo by Nate Richards. Check out Nate's work on Instagram at Nate Richards Designs.